has been fired, and it has to do with the two games between Ethiopia and South Africa in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And you see on your screen the statement on the website of the Ghana Football Association, ghanafa.org. We'll be going through that, and as you can see on your screen there, the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association has taken a decision to terminate the appointment of Black Stars coach Charles Akonnor and his two assistants. And it goes on to say the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association has taken a decision to terminate the appointment of Black Stars coach Charles Akonnor and his two assistants with immediate effect. This follows the receipt of the technical report from the head coach of the senior national team and the report from the Black Stars Management Committee following Ghana's Group G World Cup qualifying matches against Ethiopia and South Africa. The Executive Council, after considering the two reports, have decided to terminate its relationship with the head coach, CK Akonnor, and the two assistants. The Executive Council has formed a 3-member committee made up of Vice President Mark Addo, the Upper East Regional Football Association Chairman Alhaji Salifu Zida, and Dr. Randy Abe to find a head coach and assistant coaches for the Black Stars within the next 24 hours. And this is very important. They are looking at a substantive coach and assistant for the Black Stars within the next 72 hours. And the association wishes CK Akonnor and his assistants the very best in their future endeavors. This has come through in the last 10-15 minutes. And of course, after that game against South Africa, there were rumors that CK Akonnor was going to be fired. But we've, over the last few days, seen it unfold. At a point, it became, quite a murky mix of football and politics. We had the former MP for Tema East, Titus Glover, daring the Ghana Football Association to fire CK Akonnor and urging them to stop interfering in the work of the head coach. But it has appeared that, of course, has fallen on deaf ears, as the FA has moved to fire CK Akonnor. The Black Stars currently have 3 points after the 2 opening matches, and they take on Zimbabwe in the next round of games in October. So CK Akonnor had a mixed, bag in terms of the result as head coach of the Black Stars. Lost against Sudan, lost against Mali, beaten by South Africa, beaten by Morocco. Hasn't been all rosy for him in the last.
For Andre, I may give him the benefit of the doubt, and that's just because a few months preceding to, these games, we saw what he did against Sudan in Ghana when he got that brace. And so I think he has the ability, and he might have a few tricks left up his sleeves. And the recent performances, you can't blame that on not really being up to speed in terms of match fitness, hadn't really played competitive football since joining outside in the summer. And so I'd want to see him get some minutes, and maybe in the next international break, really run the rule on his performances. And I think, so getting some players to understand that they're not that crucial to the national team again. And then number 2, really establishing where everyone belongs in this national team. Because we see the situation where Joel Famea is called as a striker, he's played as a winger. Andre Ayew is called as a winger, he's played as a striker. Jordan is called as a striker, he's played as a left winger. And it's a recurrence in the national team. We saw Alfred Duncan, who's a central midfielder, called, given the chance against South Africa and Cape Coast, he was used as a left winger. Had a very bad game, he was subbed off. Guess what? He was never called to the national team again. And so it's been a feature in the national team, and it's almost as if we accommodate some players at the expense of others. And so it's become something that people are used to. Even Kwame Opoku, when he came on, was playing on the wings. And so that's also something that might have to be worked on. And it just feels as if, at this point, if I'm a coach, from what I've seen, I don't think there's an undisputed starter in the Black Stars. Even Thomas Partey hasn't showed me enough. And he's our best player. Mohamed Kudus, he's had a few brilliant moments.
So we should create an environment where every player has to think that I'm fighting for a place.
Yeah.
Right, Oreku, final question to you is this. If you had the authority to appoint the head coach of the Black Stars, who would it be?
That's a lot of responsibility.
I mean, given all the circumstances, one name that you believe can come in, shake things up, get the results, get the team playing the right way, who would it be?
Maybe I have a bias because I know the ideas that George Barton has. But he is one guy who is very meticulous and pays a lot of attention to detail. He submitted, a more than 50-page report to the FA with his demands. If someone does that, that should tell you the type of job that he wants to do.
So George Barton for you?
I think I'm more skewed towards him.
Former Middlesbrough skipper George Barton is the one that Oreku thinks will be able to do the job. But we'll certainly bring you more on Joy News Prime. And later on Fan Zone, we're supposed to preview the UEFA Champions League games coming up tomorrow. But this is a conversation that we need to continue. We'll be finding out what the options are for Ghana. A 3-member committee has been constituted to find a head coach and assistants for the Black Stars in the next 72 hours. And of course, it comes on the back of the termination of CK's appointment as head coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars. And that decision has been arrived at by the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association based on the coach's own technical report and the report from the management committee of the Black Stars. So that is the breaking news that we've brought to you. The Ghana Football Association has terminated the appointment of CK Akonnor. It's the end of an era. We're expecting the start of a new era in the next 72 hours per the statement of the Ghana Football Association. Thank you very much, Oreku Ampofo,